Hi there, welcome to trendfollower.co.uk. It's Saturday the 27th of September 2014 and this is Andy Rowe, and I'm going to talk you through how my trades have been doing in the past week or so. And I'm going to start with a company called Range Resources, which is an oil and gas exploration company, and I have a long position on Range Resources. I own the shares, and this week they've done quite well. So the interest in Range Resources was sparked by its rise back in May or June, and I went long here, and since then it's kind of had a mixture of fortune, going up and going back down. But this week it's done quite well, so that's great. Evraz was doing very well the week before last. I was waxing lyrical about how wonderful it had done, and then this week, of course, it fell back down. But that's okay. These things happen. Waves go in and go out, but we want to see the tide going this way. So not such a good week for Evraz. Lloyds Banking Group hasn't done much this week. I'm short Lloyds Banking. At the moment they're really drifting sideways, not much change to be honest, although the price largely is staying below the average for the year, which I think is interesting. So where will it go from here? We shall see. I'm long Wincanton. Again, no great change with Wincanton. It's staying very stable. City of London Investment Group, previous couple of weeks hadn't done much at all, but this week gapped up and then fell back a little bit. But overall, I'm happy that it's going up. I'm long City of London Investment Group, so I want it to go up. That's great. Petróleo Brasileiro. I am long Petrobras. This is a Brazilian fuel company, and they looks like they're going up. So a couple of weeks ago they went down very badly. I probably bought about here. I'm pretty good at buying at the peak of most things. So since then it's fallen right back, but the price of crude has just started to rise again. It's bounced off a bit of a level of support. So my prediction is that this will go up. So I'm not bailing out of the trade. I'm sort of optimistic that it will go in the right direction, and ditto Exxon Mobil. So their price fell back this week. I'm actually long Exxon, and so it's not looking good, but actually you can see there is some support here. I think if the price falls back below this price channel, then I'll have got my predictions wrong. But my feeling is that it may go down a little more, but say the price of crude I think is bouncing up from here, and so we should see that the value of Exxon should rise from here. But that may be me looking at my trades through rose-tinted spectacles, which I am obviously pretty good at when I talk about my own trades. Twitter, I'm long Twitter. Not much change on Twitter this week. Dropped back very slightly, but nothing to get excited about. TR European Growth Trust. I'm short TR European Growth Trust, so that means that I make money when it falls, and this week it fell, which is good. I went short it back here. It fell further. It went back again. It went back up, and but this week it's fallen. Hopefully, from my point of view, it will continue to fall further. Fingers crossed. Turquoise Hill Resources. This is a gold miner. Not a great week for that. It has risen from a low back here and with a bit of a spike 2 weeks ago, but this week not quite so good. We shall see where that goes. Industrial metals. My industrial metals position was closed out. It gapped right down and hit my stop, which was a bit of a pain. I still think, looking at the graph, this is a good thing to be long, but it may save my bacon, but that's the end of that trade. Kazatomprom went up a little bit this week. It was looking very good, and over recent weeks has been gradually going against me. But again, there are ebbs and flows with these things. Tide coming out, tide going in, tide going out. Hopefully the tide will come in again. This is very much dependent on the value of the gold price. As gold goes up, this will go up probably faster. As gold goes down, this will probably go down faster. So I have a long position with Kazatomprom, and I want it to go up. Grainger is a residential property owning company, and I went short Grainger back here somewhere, and this week it fell down quite nicely. So this trades quite nicely in profit now, and who knows how far it will go. If we look at the price of Grainger, you can see that it's very volatile. Goes very much with the property market, and when it's falling down, the price is below the moving average for the year. When it climbs, the price is above the moving average for the year. Obviously, times of consolidation. We've had a really good rise in the price of Grainger since the middle of 2012, but in recent weeks, it's starting to go the other way. I would say there are a succession of lower highs, there are a succession of lower lows. It may well go up a little bit more, but I think it will go down. So I'm hoping it will go down. If maybe I'll say it loudly enough, that'll happen. My Teucrium corn fund trade. Oh dear. This was really not good. This was absolutely not a trend trade. I bought these shares at about this price here. I thought it had found a level. It's been falling and falling and falling and falling, and what I was trying to do was to catch the bottom, and it's just very hard to do that. The past few weeks, the price of this share has fallen significantly, and so my trade is going into reverse. I still think that this will turn around. The only issue really is timing. I was looking at some grain ETFs and wheat ETFs, and they're all falling down. But hey, these things do have to come back up again, and you can see how the volume has been increased in this past year or so compared to the year before that. So I think it will turn around, hopefully before too long, hopefully without dropping down too much further, and then I can start to feel pleased with myself again. But at the moment it's not good. Centamin, another miner, a better week for Centamin. Hopefully this is bottoming out and going to rise again. I'm long Centamin. You can see, looking at the graph here, how it came down a long way from a high in 2010, hit a low in 2012, and since then has been rising. But these things rise with ebbs and flows, and every time it goes the other way, it's a nasty feeling. When it goes in the right direction, then that's great. Ditto aluminium. Aluminium's dropped down quite a bit this last week, and the week before, and the week before that. Where's aluminium going to go? This is very much a low for aluminium, and when do you want to buy things? When they're expensive or when they're cheap? I prefer buying stuff when it's cheap, because ultimately most things at some stage become expensive again, that's why I'm happy to be long something like aluminium. But at the moment, the trade's not looking good. I think I bought it somewhere around here, and now I'm in net loss. So I just need it to start to go up again. Same with Newmont Mining. This is a very big mining company. I was going along here. It's just moved against me since then. But again, look at the graph. There was a low back in 2008 of about the same price where it is now. It rose up to over 3 times that value in 2011. Since then, it's fallen down and hit a low early in this year, from which it's been rising. But quite a difficult rise. Ups and downs. So I think the trick is for me just not to look at the graph too often, to be honest. Brazil. This trade was doing nicely and fell back and actually hit my stop, and this trade closed for a profit. And I think I made 300 quid or something on this trade, so that was nice. But I'll probably be gutted, because in the next few weeks it'll probably go up again, and I'll see a trade that could have made thousands. Was my stop too tight? I don't know. If the price of the Brazil ETF goes right down, I'll be very glad that I had a reasonably tight stop. But if the price turns around again and goes up, I wish I'd had a looser stop. It's very difficult to get that right. But the trade was profitable, and at the end of the day, that's what I'm in it for, is to see if I can make some money with these deals. GKN. Now I'm short GKN. Why is that? Well, because the price is falling. So I went short GKN back here somewhere, and this week it fell down nicely. They make car parts and probably loads of other stuff that I have no idea about. And really, I'm not too worried what they do, but I'm just interested in what their graph does. Since 2009, the price has been rising. It was down to about 50. And 50 pence, and is that right? 50 pence. And since then, it's gone up loads. I mean, it's gone up by a factor of 6, and albeit with some difficult patches in between. So I think that there was a peak here, and that it's falling, and that seems to be the case. A succession of lower lows, lower highs, and also a succession of lower lows. To me, that is a downward trend. So we've got lower highs, lower lows, plus the shorter moving average, the MA30, has crossed from above to underneath the longer, slower, less responsive moving average, the MA50. Again, to me, that's often quite a good trigger for a short trade. And this week, nice move downwards. So that trade is profitable, and I'm happy about that. Global X Uranium. Again, I had thought had hit a low somewhere along here, and I went long uranium, but this week it's gone the other way. So that's what happens. But at the end of the day, there will come a point where we want uranium, and the demand for it will rise. So I'm just going to hang in there. I don't, it won't go to zero. A commodity like this just will not go to zero. So he said confidently. So I'm long this, but it's going badly against me. But I just have to be patient. That's okay. Rightmove. Okay, so this is a play on the property market. I think we had a high in Rightmove at the beginning of this year in January, and since then we've been up and down. And I went short Rightmove back here. My stop was very tight, however, and when it rose up a number of weeks ago, I got stopped out, and indeed I made a loss on that trade. So with the benefit of hindsight, I should have had a looser stop, possibly up at this high somewhere, and should have just let the trade run. So anyway, I've gone short Rightmove again, and so I have an open trade shorting Rightmove. It's in profit, and if Rightmove go down in value, which they will if the property market goes pear-shaped, then this should continue to be a profitable trade, and I'll be able to lock in profits with a trailing stop loss. So looking forward to that happening. AK Steel has fallen back this week quite a lot, which is a pain because I'm long AK Steel. So, well, I'll just see what happens. To say that's not good, but it may well go up again. Looking at the graph, you can see, at one stage it was up at, I don't know, $70 or something. It's out. It's at 8.5 now. So where's it going to go? Don't know. Victoria Oil and Gas went down a bit this week. It's kind of been going up. This is a gas and oil company. I'm long that. Hopefully it will just keep going in the right direction. Fresnillo, another minor bad week for Fresnillo. But where will it go from here? I'm not going to close this trade out at the moment. I think it's got legs. City Natural Resources High Yield Trust, a bad week for that. This was such a nice looking curve. It was going down, coming up through the 50 MA. Now it's gone back down through it. No, is that significant? Well, often it is. But I'm not closing the trade yet. My stop is probably not far off being hit, to be honest. But if it goes down much further, I will be forced out of the trade. But I do want this to run and run. Amara Mining's down a bit this week. So not a good week for Amara Mining, nor indeed International Tower Hill Mines. So you can see what the theme is. Mining has been doing badly, but where's it going to go? Will mining continue to do badly? It might do. So I don't have the answers. All I can do is follow trends, and sometimes they'll work for me, and hopefully spectacularly so. Quite frequently they'll work against me, and but hopefully rather less spectacularly so. So that overall I can make it a profitable business. So I think that's all my trades for this week, and hope you have a laugh at my expense. But hope you guys have a good week, and I'll catch up with you next week. Andy Rowe saying bye for now.